like Dylan was coming up behind me because he was gonna hit me after I hit Liam. But at the last second, I turned around and hit Dylan with it, and he flew off on the other edge of the stadium. And he was just quiet. And then I just like power steal, like smash, side smash.
We're about to go live here.
Oh, okay. I know what my intro line is gonna be.
All right, Jason, I'll let you handle the intro then.
Oh,
I'll just point at you.
I was just kidding. Okay.
Okay, well, you're doing it.
All right, fuck it. Hello, this is well, this isn't 5 Stacks personally, but this is 5 Stacks talking smack. Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh?
What?
It's a reference to a song. Like it's a
what?
It's a diss song to a porn star. You know the song, right, Antonio?
I do know.
It's a diss song to Mia Khalifa. Hottest song out right now.
Yikes. And that's how
Starting off right. Starting off with a banger.
hello, everybody.
Yeah, Tony, see if you can clean this up a little
please.
bit.
Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Big Tone, on the mic with Jason and the man of the hour, the leader, our shining beacon. Take us away.
Big Tone, can you do a Tony Soprano impression?
Hey, fuck you, suck my dick, huh? You look like an orange on a fucking toothpick, you dickhead. Take a hike.
Okay, good enough, I guess. Welcome back, Talk Smack, Season 2, Episode 2, February 15th. Love is in the air. It's a beautiful day outside, and we're inside in a dark, cramped room, sitting together at the round table.
Just a couple of bros.
How we feeling, guys? How you guys doing?
I'm in pain.
I'm in pain, too, man.
Yeah.
Samesies.
Yeah. I like this motivation. So for those at home listening, all the boys this semester have just turned a new leaf.
Yeah, that is true. We all
true.
simultaneously started working out.
Everyone's just getting big.
Choppa even.
Yeah, dude.
Chopper's lifting.
Yo, everyone's just dropping.
Something's in the air. Something's going on.
Yeah,
something's in the water.
It's thicko mode season. We're trying to get big and thick.
Thicko mode.
We're trying to get thick with 37 C's.
Oh, that's super
Holy
extra.
shit.
Don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, we're trying to get big old titties, big old milk bags. We're trying to get big old milk bags, big old butts.
I don't know about that, Chief.
We're gonna lactate each other.
We're gonna
drink each
69
other's
milk.
titty milk, sucking and fucking.
Male lactation.
I am shocked. Okay, I didn't know that's why y'all was going to the gym, but you know, different strokes for different. Oh my God, you're doing the chest thing.
Why else would you go to the gym?
Oh, you know, I was born with a very small penis, so you know, I heard that if you lift weights, your dick gets bigger to
You have
compensate.
small penis?
Oh, absolutely. It's about 2.5 inches on hard, my G.
That's not small.
Oh,
Yeah, come on.
You don't know small, man.
Yeah. small.
Yeah. We're running like one knuckle. Like look at your pinky finger, and then that first knuckle. That's
Everybody at home, look at your pinky finger.
Everyone, look at your pinky finger. Go up one knuckle. That's how we pack it. That's how we pack it at Talkin.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Is it at least thick? Is it like at least thick or? Is
It's 7-inch circumference.
So it's the ultimate chode.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, if you want to, that's kind of a derogatory term.
It's more like a clown shoe. It's like a clown shoe, but just sideways. It's a crowd pleaser.
But the foreskin goes out another like 2 inches.
Oh yeah, that's the weird part.
So it's like you can't even peel it back because even when it's bunched up, it's still covering. It's hard to pee.
Yeah, that's a lot of extra.
It's hard to see as well if you catch my drift.
Oh yeah.
The one-eyed monster.
So what's y'all plan for tonight? What's y'all's plan for?
You know, I'm just gonna smoke a pack of cigarettes. You know.
Shit, it get in. You know, got game.
Maybe harass some women on the street.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I gotta go murk some ladies. I'm going out in the clown. I'm going out.
See what I can get away with. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how many bimbos
I'm gonna go look for hipster chicks and rip out their septum piercings.
That's all of Austin.
Spit in their fucking mouth. I'm gonna pinch their nose so they gotta open their mouth, and I'm gonna spit in it.
Oh my god. What the?
But you know, what about you? What are you thinking?
Well,
You have a date tonight, though.
yeah. Well, yeah, she's really cool. I think it's like right after this podcast, really. She's never played Bioshock before, my G.
Wow, that's so surprising.
Bro,
I don't know many girls that have played Bioshock.
Oh, that's also true.
How many girls do you know that have played Bioshock?
My sister, kind of, sort of. I mean, she played like the first 30 seconds. It was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. It's too scary.
So, how many people have you completed? How many girls have you completed personally?
Settle.
Settle?
That's settle. That's zero in Spanish.
Oh, settle.
Right. On a scale from 1 to 10, how attractive is this girl?
Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous, bro. Oh man, she's like.
What's she looking like?
Okay, so she's about my height, but that's not saying much because I'm short as fuck. But she's got like brown skin, curly hair.
Count me out. No, I'm just kidding.
But she's really cool. She stayed she's pretty chilling, bro.
You can have her.
I'll take it. You know, I'll take one for the team. But no, she stays at Teresa, so like that's also like where.
She goes to this school.
Yeah, she stays at Teresa, and that's where me and Antonio stay. You know,
house.
Yeah, it's hard to find a girl on this campus. Harvard's a crazy place. It's like they're also stuck up.
Oh yeah, man. Harvard's in Boston, right? No.
Yeah,
Yes.
It is
Boston right now. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Boston. Yo, we never date girls from Boston.
Hey, yo, man.
They're like, hey, get in my car. And then you say,
Lick my twat. Lick my twat. My nasty Boston twat.
Did you say twig?
Twat. Nah, they
twat.
say, hey, boy, you gotta lick my snatch.
Lick my snatch.
Oh my god. See, the furthest north I've ever, the furthest like north, the furthest northeast I've been is Washington D.C. I've never had the privilege of hearing, "Hey yo," like I don't know how to do the accent.
Let's say it one more time.
Hey yo, bada bing, bada boom, don't even dirt. I don't know if that's even like an accent. Is that New York? Is that New York?
That's like.
Do it again.
Hey yo, bada bing, bada boom. That's just noise. But hey man, it's your boy, Vinny. Well, how you do?
Bad Sopranos audition.
Oh shit. Well.
No, I don't know. What is that? It's like Italian, I guess.
I think I was going for like.
You said bada bing, bada boom.
The lingo was Italian, but the delivery was.
Yeah.
I was going for like really trashy Jersey Shore.
Like fucking something in his throat or something. Some marbles in his mouth.
That's how all of the accents go. I had a D&D character named.
Hey Bobo, hey Bobo, you want a picnic basket?
I have one good accent. It's the African accent. Every other accent is absent. Hello there, my brother. How are you doing this fine day?
Oh, not too bad. How about yourself?
Oh yes, I am good. I just got done eating the fufu. And if you will hand me my spear, I will go and hunt down all of the lioness and all of the tigers. Oh, thank you for the spear, my good friend. And what about you, my friend?
Bro. You moved to Susu.
Oh my god. Bro.
It's the only accent I could do.
Oh my gosh. Zuzus are so upset.
Bro.
You wanna get this Zuzu? Nah, Chief, that's all you found.
Nah, Chief. We got one viewer. Yes!
Yes!
Who is it? Right in. We're in the library, aren't we?
2 nukes.
We gotta get a studio, man.
2 nukes wasn't enough.
2
nukes.
Who's the viewer? Can you write something to us?
Mama.
We always have like one viewer.
We need validation.
Maybe it automatically gives you one.
Oh shit! So we're just talking to ourselves, huh?
Maybe.
I talk to myself all the time.
There's 3 of us, so it's kind of just a normal conversation.
This is true, but we talk like we're talking to the world.
We do. Because as soon as the mic goes off, that's when the good conversation starts.
That's
flowing like the dam bursts. The dam of.
That's when
creative
starts streaming.
Creative
explodes.
So you got a big game tomorrow, Antonio.
Well, fun fact about that.
Okay.
I was doing a nice practice, a nice drill for the rugby practice.
Mm-hmm.
And at this rugby practice, I was doing cool things. I was running, I was sprinting, I was looking cute. I take a step.
Oh no.
I land on a cone.
Oh fuck.
On this cone that was just in camouflage, in deep camouflage in the grass. My ankle goes 90 degrees. And now I got a pimp limp. So, Saturday is to be decided. We will see.
You gotta play, bro.
I've played every game of this season, and it's a friendly. So, honestly, if I don't go, I wouldn't be too upset. However,
I mean, the last time, because, I used to be on the rugby team for y'all that don't know. Last time I saw a friendly game, Malik almost punched somebody.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had to hold his ass back as he tried to charge a grown-ass man who was easily 5 inches taller with 10 pounds of muscle on the guy. I was
Was this during against the Huns?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, yeah, he's playing against their D1 team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was rough. I did tackle 2 people though, and I'm very proud of that. I tackled their version of Austin. She was a little shorter, but he was fucking big and fast as shit.
Big old Chungus, big old Mr. Meaty coming at you.
Mr. Meaty.
Big old Mr. Meaty coming down the street.
The funniest thing I remember from that match is that there was one black person on the team, and I had to guard him. And so you know how he had to call out the people we were guarding. I couldn't remember the number, so I was just like, "Hey, I got the black guy." And he would, every time I said it, he would just laugh. He would laugh and then hit me. But it was so funny because he'd go, "I got the other black guy, the one with the
How do you
really
think that would
weird
go
hair."
over if Tony said it instead of you?
Look at the black one. Give me the black with the darkest motherfucker there.
I got the dark one. So let's go with this border wall, guys. What's going on?
Wait, what?
The border wall, man.
Oh, the thing that...
What's going on with that?
Now we're in a state of emergency.
That's what it says.
Wait.
We looked at the
Just
data.
Google the
We're
news.
in a state of emergency.
Wait,
Looking
what?
at the data right now,
We looked at the data.
looks like they're trying to build some kind of wall on the border.
Chain link fence. Chain link fence.
I mean, I don't think a wall is really going to help shit, honestly.
But will it look cool?
If it looks
It's
cool,
going to look cool as hell.
I'll only put my dollars towards it if it looks cool. If it says cool, swag, epic, wicked,
Chungus.
radical, chungus, then I'm all in.
It's all about the essentials. Then we have to translate it in Spanish.
That
so
shit would
they
definitely
also
get
see.
tagged up.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That should be good.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a lot of refried beans on the
Oh my fucking god!
the eggs being thrown at the border, man.
No, it's just only refried beans, man. This is just only refried
Because you got
beans.
Texas on one side and Mexico on the other.
Which Texas is at least South Texas is Mexico light almost.
Mexico.
I mean, it is. Their food is
Diet
fucking amazing.
Mexico.
Diet Mexico. I mean, it damn near is. I mean, but their
Mexico.
food is
Wouldn't that be
fire.
New Mexico?
Nah, geez.
Mexican food is fire.
Mexican
I really
food.
like Mexican
Oh my
food
God.
quite a lot.
I'm skeptical of people that don't like Mexican food. They're like, yeah, I don't really like Mexican food. And you just kind of look at them.
They
I
have
don't
no
do
soul.
spicy.
Yeah.
We don't do
Ketchup's as spicy as it gets for me.
Bro, I don't do, bro. This is spicy, bro. I can't finish this. I'm like,
Bro, I always wanted to have the special corn that they have, with the corn and mayo on it.
I don't know the shit you see in Nacho Libre.
Yes.
Oh, bro. Corn on the cob.
That's as authentic Mexican as it gets.
Sierra said she's gonna take
Corn
me
and
to
mayo.
this one, bro. I really
Jack
want to
Black with a fake mustache.
Oh, absolutely. Nacho.
You guys ever see Epic movie as a kid?
Yes.
Bro, I
I
watched that-
vaguely remember it.
When it came out, and that shit, I should not watch that. I was way too.
Yeah, I
innocent.
saw it. I think I saw it in theaters. Maybe.
Did you really?
I know I
Oh,
saw
wow.
it right when it came out because I was hyped. I was like, yes. That shit was retarded, man. It was like Paris Hilton getting smashed by the Hulk, and then fucking what's his name? The guy with the clock,
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav,
A man of
comes
the
out,
culture.
and he's like, "Hey, I'm Flavor Flav," and then Eddie Murphy's there, and fucking the fake Nacho Libre. He goes Nacho for 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Just like in the movie.
Oh, that was the one with the Narnia shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen that movie 3 times.
Oh my
It's
god.
it's one of my guilty pleasures, but it's funny as shit. I like the
Dude, all those movies are so oh my god. I loved them as a kid. I thought they were so funny, but they're so fucking bad. The only good ones are are the ones that hold up for me. A Scary Movie.
That Scary Movie is great.
That shit's
Scary
hilarious.
Scary Movie's fucking epic as shit. Also, you have a funny story about a fight that you saw this weekend, Alex.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty funny. So, we're all a bunch of losers, right? So our idea of fun is going to frat parties, and so we're like 16-year-old girls, kind of. And so we went to this frat party, or my friends went to this frat party. I was like, oh, I'll catch you guys there. I'm gonna stop by my house. So I get there late, and it's a bunch of dorks who run the thing, because we're in Austin, so it's like a bunch of hipsters who run the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to go inside, and then there's this guy out front with like glasses, and he's wearing a muscle shirt, but he has no muscles. So he's just like some guy with like a sleeveless t-shirt and glasses and a backwards cap. And he goes, everybody get the fuck out! And he's like power tripping really hard. Get the fuck out! Party's over, man! Everybody get the fuck out! So this dude, this black dude, he's not taking too well to that, this guy yelling in his face. So, long story short, they square up to fight. And so the frat dude, with all his dorky hipster frat friends like behind him, they're all like backing him up, and he's like standing there squaring off against the black guy, and then the black guy has like all of his crew with him, and basically the fight starts. 3 punches are thrown, all within like 3 seconds by the black guy. He punches the frat dude in the face 3 times. The frat dude just like fucking backs up like he's stunned like in a video game, and all of his dorky ass friends just kind of stand there like looking at each other, and then the other guy just starts running around. He's like, yo, I'm from LA, that's my fucking set, everyone has their phone out. He's like freaking out. The frat dude's bros who had his back do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. And the dude just standing there like, and then his friends are like, yeah, what a fucking asshole, that guy's a real jerk, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he just fucking humiliates him. This guy runs around, hyped as fuck. No one's doing anything. And yeah, I didn't get in, but it was pretty entertaining. And then Jeff came out, and we just smoked a blunt and got food.
I managed to sneak into that party though.
Yeah, you guys hopped the fence, right?
Kind of. We all got in through different means. Jeff, I think it was the same guy was talking about like, hey, you can't come in, get the fuck out, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And I'm standing with like my friend Jeff, Jake, some random nigga, I don't know his name, and then like it was like a bunch of my friends, and Khaled too, and Eli. So they're all standing there saying like, you can't come in. While they're talking, Jeff, Khaled, and Eli just kind of sneak off to the side, and then to really sell it, Jeff joined in and was like,
Jeff told me
he's like, yeah, you can't get the fuck in, back the fuck up. At that point, I realized it was just me and Jake. Now we're like, okay, how the fuck do we get into this party? I'm like, fuck it, let's go. I'm ready to go home. I'm already pissed drunk. MD 2020, by the way, is actual ass cheeks. But Jake refused to give up. We tried to break in. That didn't really work because there were people around. But we jumped the fence. Now, I did it relatively easy. I almost ripped up Jeff's pants, but like I've got like a huge ass cut on my leg. But I get inside. I see Adam making out with some random ass chick in the backyard.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was weird. Adam was making out with some weird ass chick in the backyard. Eli had.
She was weird.
Yeah, like very weird looking, but they were both absolutely hammered. But even when he was drunk, he stopped kissing her. It was just like, yeah, bro. It was like she was trying to add like tongue, and it was like too much, and it was like slobbery and shit. So I go inside because there's nothing for me outside, and I see Eli with 3 chicks just on him. Just on him. He's dancing with one, and it's like her, and then her friends are like making a sandwich almost, and I'm just like, well, fuck me. That's not gonna happen to me tonight. It's fucking weird. I just came here to dance and have fun, and then I go to the middle of the mosh pit, and the floor was breaking. It was like there was like a dip in the floor.
Yeah, that's why they wouldn't let me in.
Yeah, it was fucking brutal. Some kid got knocked down and like trampled on, and I was just like, oh fuck, he's probably gonna die. I don't want to be here. And then I left out, and basically I tagged a wall for the first time and shit, and then I got drunk and had a Whataburger. It's a pretty fun night.
About what Jeff was doing, where he like snuck into the crowd, and then he was like, yeah, no one come in here, and he like just so like slyly joined in. Jeff is a genius with that shit.
Oh yeah,
like he knows how to manipulate people so well.
Oh yeah,
it's just something I've observed, like, and he tells me about it, like how he does it and shit. And he's just like a master. He's like a virtuoso with people's emotions.
Oh yeah, he's a maestro with this shit.
It's
bro.
amazing. I fucking love it. It is so.
It's honestly impressive.
It is so fascinating how he does it because I can never do anything like that.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have the charisma or charm.
It's great, man. He's telling me all about it when we left, and I was smoking a blunt, going on a walk. He was breaking down how he got Marcus to start dabbing and shit.
Oh yeah,
step by step. It's insane, man.
Yeah, it's
like
honestly
evil
genius.
Tony. 'Cause Tony has the charm, but he doesn't use it for evil.
Yeah, it's like if you were evil. Yeah, it's wild.
It's like, you're like the same height and stuff.
Same height, same weight. Apparently, like it's the whole shebang, bro. It's crazy.
It's his German ancestry. He has some like devious.
It's just like Hitler. He knows how to get to people's minds.
Oh my fucking god!
He can command crowds.
He can command crowds into doing horrible things.
He gives rallying speeches.
Wakanda dabbing on females and screaming "fuck kikes" at a liberal
Yes.
arts college.
Yes, he is fucking crazy. Like he'll. I remember.
No, he got Marcus to do that, which is the crazy part.
Yeah,
Oh man,
he's a genius, bro. A mastermind.
Well,
like you said.
he feeds off of people really well. He
Oh, yeah.
starts saying that like people get excited and he starts hyping them up.
Yeah.
He's really good at hyping people up.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what he's fucking. Oh my god, yeah. He makes people just like completely realize that he's even there, but making them like so in their own.
and he does it for evil too. Like,
Yeah.
I'll go
Oh,
to
yeah.
his place before we're about to go to a party or some sort of social thing. He's like, "You want a double bong rip?" And I'm like, "Nah." He's like, "No. You want a triple bong rip?" And he just like keeps going until I finally give in, and then it ruins my night. So I'm like way too high to talk to anyone. And he just got this sick smile because oh man.
Every time we go, he's like
fantastic.
quadruple bomb grip for the boys. And I'm like, bro, do you want me to go out or not? Because if I take like one, I'm probably just gonna sit here and eat cookies. Like that's all I'm gonna do if I take this bomb grip.
Oh man.
Bro, he's an evil genius. He'll like put the bong in your face and he's like, "Ooh, you want a nice tall glass of water, Jason? You want a nice tall
Drink
glass?
your milk.
Ooh."
Drink your milk.
That's another thing. He drinks a fuck ton of milk, bro. It's impressive. I've seen him drink a gallon of milk in one sitting. Like no food, just chilling and watching a movie, and he's just down
Isn't that
in
like
it.
a challenge, like the cinnamon challenge or some shit?
It probably
Oh yeah,
is.
we just drink a gallon of milk as fast as you fucking can. You're supposed to drink it in like less than like a minute or some shit.
What? I heard like if you drink it in less than like 20 minutes, you throw up.
Oh,
Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, Jeff clearly can do that, like no problem.
I've never seen someone run through
I
milk as
wonder if
quick as this
Hitler
guy.
drank a lot of milk.
Apparently, I think milk was his favorite type of drink, if I'm not mistaken.
What a strange correlation.
milk and screams were his two favorite things.
Milk and what?
Milk and screams.
Screams.
Milk and screams.
Milk and black women.
Oh my god, milk and black women.
Hitler was famous for
That sums up Jeff perfectly. Milk and black women. That's it.
oh man.
You know that a girl's pretty if she's not black, and he says, "Yeah, she's all right." That means she's fucking gorgeous. Because for Jeff to even admit that a girl that's not black is like even remotely attractive, I mean she's just like an 11 out of 10. I've only seen him do it like twice. Ever.
Oh god, look at this thing. This is hideous.
Ew! Oh, you actually. Oh, you flicked it on him.
Flicked it on my penis.
Oh no!
It's
That's-
not even dead. It's like
Sorry, I didn't
It's like-
mean.
like
I
slowly
meant to fling it that
dying.
way.
Fuck you.
You got bug nut.
Bug nut.
Fucking.
Boy got bug on his
I don't even know what kind of bug that was.
I think that was a mosquito eater. I'm pretty sure.
Mosquito eater?
Yeah.
Damn, Texas doesn't fuck around. You guys have mosquito eaters.
Oh
down
fuck yeah,
here.
those big ass motherfuckers. Yeah. The South knows how to do it.
What'd you guys do for Valentine's Day?
Actually, I didn't go on Pornhub Premium. I was proud of myself for that.
Oh.
Ah, fuck! I forgot about that shit.
Wait, that was a thing?
Yeah,
Wait,
every
was it a
Valentine's Day
discount?
It's free for
Free
a day.
Pornhub Premium for a day.
Excuse me?
That's
and
the
then
thing.
you just stay on 24 hours the whole day downloading.
Yeah, you just download it all.
You just
Oh,
download
shit,
it
that's
all and then
genius.
sell it.
Why have I never thought of? With the amount of porn I consume, you'd think that I would know this.
How much porn do you consume?
I've been-
Actually, how much porn do people watch
Well, I'll just say this.
What's regular?
I started watching porn when I was 6. Do with that as you may.
Damn, that's pretty
I was
good.
playing hentai games in 4th grade, and
Hey.
I wasn't jerking off. It didn't even arouse me. I just really enjoyed it.
You like the storyline?
I don't
Meat and
know.
fuck
I just
kingdom,
knew I
bro.
wasn't supposed to be doing it, so it was like, ooh. Meat and fuck, yeah.
Meat and
that's
Fuck
what it
Kingdom,
was.
our sponsor today.
Meat and fuck detective, meat and fuck
Paradise.
meat and fuck cruise, meat and fuck
1.
vacation.
Meat and Fuck 3 was pretty good. Meat and Fuck 2, skip.
Are these all games?
Any of the ones where you have to like move the mouse back and forth?
Too
No.
hard. Too hard.
Too
Yeah.
hard.
We're
And
just
then
trying
you
to
can't
like,
jerk your cock.
Yeah. I'm not trying to rub her thigh with my virtual hand, alright? I'm trying to rub my cock with both hands.
I can't believe you never played these, Jason. You never on Newgrounds?
Yeah, oh my god,
I-
Newgrounds.
I spent a lot of my time on like YouTube and like y3.com. That was like it, but it was mostly just YouTube. Like,
So you guys think the government had anything to do with 9/11, or
yes.
maybe just a little bit?
Oh yeah, no,
I think it would
you
wouldn't
can't
shock
get
me.
jet fuel to melt steel
I mean,
beams.
check this
alright?
out.
Yeah.
Have I showed you guys this before with the $20 bill?
Yeah. You can't jet fuel.
Now this is a
can't melt
visual thing, so I shouldn't be doing this on the radio, but I will. So you guys go ahead and entertain the viewers
Alright, guys,
while I
so-
blow your fucking minds.
Okay.
All right, I need viewers. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and imagine
Imagine two tall buildings. Imagine the New York City skyline.
Being blown to smack.
Imagine a grinning Bush. All right, Bush just grinning at his desk,
Like a
licking
vagina
his
bush?
chops,
Or like-
licking his chops.
Oh, you're talking about George Bush.
George. All right, I need you to imagine George Bush sitting at his desk.
Get your mind out of the gutter for a minute.
Dual monitors, Pornhub Premium on the left.
Oh.
A screen, a live feed of the Twin Towers on the right. All right,
Now, which one is he jacking off to?
and then Google Flight Simulator on his third monitor. Little did he know, someone hacked his actually the inner government, the people who were playing the real hands. Little do you know,
Okay.
they rigged his Google Earth Flight Simulator to the plane that crashed into 9/11. He takes that plane,
Mm-hmm.
and he saw those Twin Towers because it was on his live feed. He was live streaming on Twitch, Google Earth Flight Simulator, and he crashed that hoe into it. He's like, "Oh darn!" And then he looks at the news 10 minutes later because of the latency.
Damn.
Little did you know, Google Earth Flight Simulator.
So where does the Pornhub Premium come in?
Oh, that's just
It's just there.
yo. You got a nut. Daddy's got a
Alright,
nut.
so you see this right here?
Hmm.
This kind of looks like the penthouse.
Okay.
I mean, not the penthouse. The fucking Pentagon.
Okay.
Penthouse.
Pentagon.
The penthouse from Saints Row 3.
Ew.
That looks like the Pentagon being blown up.
Pentagon.
Does it not?
Oh my.
God.
Now, what the fuck is this?
Oh my. Okay, that's actually kind of freaky.
Oh, what?
Holy
What's
shit.
going on here? Everybody look up 9/11 $20 bill right now.
Yo, that's
And look
actually,
up MK Ultra while you're at it.
yo, that's actually kind of fucking spooky, man. You wanna get on that?
They knew it was coming, Tony.
Because they planned the whole thing.
Guys, we have to hide this. We have to hide this. We have to hide this right now.
Well,
Get ready.
Yes.
Go cash in your 20s for 10s and 5s, okay?
Yeah,
You can't.
you're not illegally allowed to own
Do
it.
not have a
Absolutely.
$20
Jeb
bill.
Bush will be.
Jeb Bush gonna come knocking your
George-
goddamn door.
George Jebediah Bush will be on you. All right?
His middle name is Jebediah?
No.
I was gonna say.
No.
Is
Holy
that
shit.
Jeb Bush's name?
I hope so.
Jebediah? I hope so too.
Yeah, one of my fish jumped out of my tank and he got all fucked up. And the only reason the moral of the story is I named him Jebediah.
Was this in Austin or back in
Oh
California?
no, this was like a couple days ago. He just like yeeted out of there. I don't. He was no. He's good.
Oh, he's good?
Yeah, but he was
I
like
suddenly
dry.
don't care.
I like. Well, no.
Just kidding.
So
Bro, that's fucked, man. That's fucked, man.
you don't have the skills of Jeff. You
I
can't.
thought you brought in your dead fish in a sandwich bag.
Show and tell.
You're
Oh my
show and tell.
Hey guys.
There's a story behind it too.
Oh.
So he jumped out of the tank, right?
And I picked him up, and his fish nut got all over me, and I put him in the tank, and then his name is Jebediah.
Wait, Fishnut?
You changed his name, or you gave him one?
I gave him a name.
You didn't have one before?
No, he was just fuck.
It was Fish.
He was just fish fuck.
Fish fuck.
That wasn't his name, but he was just fish fuck.
Fame.
Guys, you know what I thought about the other day? A coming of age step for a lot of people of our generation was like, what's the, 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Oh my god.
Wait, what's the one?
Meat Spin.
Meat Spin and Lemon Party. Those were like coming of age things for people. Because that's like I mean, you guys saw all those, right?
Yeah,
I've seen.
I've seen Meat Spin.
Have you seen One Priest, One Nun?
No.
Do you want me to describe it?
Should we just watch it?
I don't. If you can find it, I saw it when I was like 7.
All those in favor? But, wow, that's pretty young.
Yeah, I mean, that's a coming of age thing.
I mean,
But so was getting raped by your uncle.
I think we have very different coming of age stories.
I don't have any
It's
uncles.
just music hot in here.
It's a little hot in here, bro.
So don't look at my crotch area.
Oh.
His daddy's gotta come.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Sorry. That just really turned me on.
Turned
me on.
You're all
I'm
hot
feeling a
and
little
bothered.
wild today. I'm feeling a little exciting.
A little pep.
Feeling a little controversial, a little provocative.
There's a little peen in my step.
A little peanut. Just a little peanut.
Yeah, I got some peen in my step right now, and I'm feeling crazy.
Oh man.
Yes, One Nun, One Priest. It's all in German, but there's subtitles. And literally, all it is it's at least a German. It's a person at least dressed up as a priest. He bends over, and the nun starts eating his ass. Right.
Oh, great.
Now, while she's eating his ass, the priest starts shitting in her mouth, and she's just chewing on that bitch. She's just chewing and
That
saying,
probably doesn't feel good.
she's like, "Oh, I'm eating this shit for the Lord," and like she's like licking his ass and eating his ass and like just dookie. And then she takes the dookie in her hand, like slaps his ass, and leaves like 2 shit handprints there, and that's when the video ends.
See, I never went to church as a kid. I always figured that's kind of what it was like. What's good, Chris?
Oh, what's up?
Came at the perfect
You came
time.
at the perfect time. We were talking about one nun, one priest.
What?
Okay, so it's a lot like 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and I just explained this to them, but I'll give you a quick rundown.
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, we just went over it.
Fair enough. I'll tell you that.
I
I'll tell you
don't want
that.
to know this shit.
Bro, he literally just got out of mass. We can't.
Yes, I'll give it a couple weeks, and then I'll just surprise you with it one day.
Just put it on the big TV, the big flat screen.
Oh my god.
Megatron. Put it on like the Megatron at the
I
like
don't-
the
I
projector.
can go back out if you want to.
Oh, no.
Did you already cover it?
Huh?
Did you already cover it for the podcast?
Oh yeah, we already covered it. It literally just I just finished it as you walked in.
Oh, okay.
We
So-
just finished watching it. Actually.
I see
yeah.
God is on my side.
Yeah. Well, Antonio here is hard after looking at the video.
No.
He was hard over something else.
I was hard after. I don't want to think about it again. I might nut and piss and shit all at once.
Hey, we can make it into a video and call it One Guy, One Room.
Well, there's
And a
no
microphone.
guys.
Yeah, one guy, 3 other guys.
One guy, 3 other guys, and a microphone.
I get all the hits.
You walked into a very provocative episode. We were getting deep into it. We were talking about a little 9/11, a little
Cashing all your $20 bills.
pedophilia.
Wait.
This and that.
Uncle, I miss you. Uncle, I miss you.
Everybody has a
Uncle in
set of
jail,
uncles.
I miss you so much. Uncle, I want to give you a big old kiss.
You don't need the sound into the mic. Please don't.
Everyone, close your eyes very
Yeah, close your eyes.
I don't know if I want to.
Hi, Uncle.
Oh, fuck. Cover your ears.
I cover my ears and then I hear Jay's like, oh, fuck.
He was so into it. He just was like, "Hey guys, it's your uncle," and just fucking made. Ugh.
You guys know about MK Ultra?
Yeah.
He knows about MK Ultra. You know what was the? Do you know the name of the sting operation they were doing? It was like Midnight Climax or something. Operation. I'm not even kidding. That's what it was called. Operation Midnight Climax.
Oh, my climax.
So
Sorry,
basically, the U.S. government invented LSD. Okay, that's fact.
Yeah.
That's on like history.com.
Oh, yes.
And so what they did is they would get one of those rooms where you can see through the one window, but you can't through the other.
Mm-hmm.
And so all these CIA guys were in this like room where they could see through into what was supposed to be a normal hotel room. And they were like having drinks, smoking cigars, having a grand old time. And they would hire a prostitute, and the prostitute would bring an unsuspecting guy up to the room, give him a drink, and he doesn't know, but it has LSD in it.
Ooh.
And so they would just watch what would happen through the other room, and have martinis, smoke cigars, have a grand old time, and the guy just fucking tripped on LSD and Midnight Climax. And then they shut it down because it was too much of a party like atmosphere, because they were just having a grand old time.
It's a little fucked up though. Holy
That's where
shit.
your tax dollars go to, Tony.
Honestly, I'm kind of down with it.
I mean, it's a little cool.
I mean, I would sign me up, Doc.
But they didn't know. They didn't know.
Well,
They didn't even know what LSD was.
Now, if I did have that prior knowledge of that substance, I think I would do that. But I would want.
You would do what?
If I could go back in time.
Who are you, the CIA, prostitute, or man?
He's going prostitute all the way.
I love a man inebriated. No.
It's like your uncle.
No, dude, that would be kind of... Man, it's getting steamy in here again, boys. I'm not...
Go ahead, Tony. It sounds interesting.
Okay, you send me back in time
Yes.
before any substances were in my brain. All right,
That's the time machine sound.
I'm back there. All right.
Is it clearer?
But before I went back, I told you guys, do this Midnight Climax, old Tony Tone. And then I might... No, actually, you know, like the fucking... What's it called? What's the... Men in Black...
The flashlight looking thing.
Memory sweep.
Flashlight?
Yeah, the Men in Black flashlight sweeper. So I need one of those, and then you do the Midnight Climax. You do the Midnight Climax.
So we're the FBI?
You're the FBI,
Sick.
prostitute.
I volunteer for tribute.
Okay. So the two of us are... He's FBI, I'm CIA.
Mm-hmm.
You're
I'm
EPA.
Nice to meet you, see ya.
EPA.
Nice to meet you. And you're...
I'm the dirty prostitute named Bubbles.
Okay.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Show me your dick!
Midnight Climax is over. Midnight Climax is over.
Midnight Climax. We're gonna put it in the vanilla folder, top secret, put that shit away, lock it in a deep fucking drawer.
Yeah, I don't like where this is going now. I thought there was gonna be a big titty broad.
You can have
Big old milk bags that
I was gonna.
I love doing this in the library. It's so funny. It's like, there are people doing homework Friday at 5.
You know, I wonder how much our voices project through this wall.
It's pretty. It's more than you would think.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can even hear someone in the quiet whisper room, locked up, and with that door closed from outside.
Well, I like this. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Let me get a sneak peek. Hey, you don't get tiggle bitties, but you do get a big penis and small balls. Actually, I only have one testicle, but like...
Wait. At the start of this podcast, you said you had a small member.
Yeah.
But now it's big member? Or back in the day it was a big member?
When I meant big, I meant like relative to like...
Well, he's
man.
Bubbles right now.
Oh, so your alter ego Bubbles has a bigger schlong.
Yes, 5
A
inches.
big old rod.
5 inches of pure steel. But it's 8 inches around.
Right.
Yes.
So I've reconsidered Midnight Climax, and it's happened. Oh yes, it's happened.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Did you know that... so the guy with the biggest dick in the world, right? His name is Jonah Falcon. He's...
Cool ass name for
It
the biggest
obviously
dick
is.
guy.
You would think he looks... You would think he looks like cool as fuck, but he just kind of looks like a
Does his
balding
urethra
30-year-old.
open and make a falcon sound?
Actually, it does. It's factually
does?
proven. Yes,
It
it
does?
does. Absolutely.
Punch someone?
Falco! Punch!
Slaps him with it. You know, he's a businessman, right? And so he has to go on like airplanes and shit everywhere. Every time he goes to the airport, they stop him because they think his dick is a weapon. because it's 9 inches soft, and so like they see this in their pants, and like he's got a fucking gun in his pants, and so like without fail, just about every time he goes to the airport, they pull him to the back to like check for guns, and they pull his pants down to see he has like a large penis, and they probably feel very insignificant in that moment because everything that they've worked up to until that point is a lie because you can't get a dick that big.
That's true, man. You can wear your little TSA suit, carry your gun all you want,
Wear
but
my strap on.
when you're face to face with a 9-inch flaccid penis,
Because what do you say
it's
to
kind
them?
of hard to go home to your wife after that.
I just transfer and be a woman at that point.
I'm into humiliation porn. I like when girls say, oh, I hate your tiny little dick. I just want to fucking kick it. And they kick me in the balls. It's pretty hot. You guys should get into humiliation. If you don't have big dick, small dick, have your girl just have her yell at you. Have her call you a stinky little schoolboy. Have her break your face, break your nose with her loins. Okay, this is pure human pleasure right now, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm with it.
Tie me up and spin me upside down
Stinky
and call
little
me a...
schoolboy.
Yeah.
Stinky
Okay,
rotten.
stop
little-
saying that because I'm getting a little steamy again.
Oh, see the imprint.
I mean, I like to piss myself to feel humiliated. I heard this thing about Louis C.K. that, and I don't know if it's true.
Oh, this is going to start off. This
It's
is
actually
perfect.
not where you think it's going. So his whole act, if you guys are familiar with him, is that he's pathetic, right? That's like his whole thing.
Yeah.
And so Mark Maron, this other comedian, used to live with Louis C.K. and he said that Louis used to piss himself on purpose just to like harness that pathetic energy and then write while he had pee in his pants.
I'm not surprised.
That's like method acting.
That's
I guess.
dedication. Stinky, warm, and then suddenly cold after a few minutes,
Fuck.
and then rash on your fat thighs that's washed together whenever you walk around.
That sounds...
He was a genius.
Were you ever fat as a kid?
Yeah.
We were all fat as kids, right?
Fuck
What?
Yeah. That was
Let's
Yo.
talk about our bullying experience.
Oh, man, I got stories for that ass, but I'll go last.
After you.
Yeah, after you, Jason.
Okay,
Go ahead.
well,
And bubbles.
so it all started when I was born. I mean, so I was not a very good-looking elementary through 10th grader, and one of the things that I remember very vividly was in the 4th grade. It was my first time getting braces, and I had like these big-ass bifocals, and this little girl who was like 2 grades below me, like stole my glasses and was like calling me a bitch ass, like Nick, like it's all a bunch of like awful shit. She was like,
You got bullied by girls?
girls, boys, sometimes the janitor. It was not a very pretty scene. Yeah, okay, so here's what's...
I've been bullied by teachers before.
Oh, I never teacher. I was actually...
Adults, authority figures.
Yeah, it was the
Janitor's a little worse.
the
honestly.
janitor. So it was indirect bullying, right? Because what he would do is he would trick little children into like being excited to help him clean up the school. He'd give them candy. I don't know. It was really weird. It was looking back. It was a little rapey. Like basically, what they would do is it'd be like.
Do you have a flute?
No, he was a big bald black guy. Actually, his name was Mr. King. No relation to Dr. Martin, but he would basically like let them clean and give them popcorn and cookies and shit. But he would never choose me. From 1st to 5th grade, it would be like. It would be
Dodged
like,
a bullet there.
bro, no, because it seemed like it was fun. Like
You
even
went by their own wheelchairs after they hang out with him?
no, I never questioned it. To be honest with you, Chief, I just thought that they didn't like walking anymore.
Hey, I was hanging out with Mr. King. It was fun.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. Yeah.
You want my peanut butter sandwich, man?
No, I'm good. Has it like fucking soulless stare at 6 years old, just looking off as hello darkness, my old friend. The only other I had 2 more in like middle school. One, I dodged a bullet actually. They were trying to shove me into a locker like a fucking stereotypical fucking like 90s sitcom. But I kind of reverted the bullying to my other shorter black friend John, and they shoved him in the locker instead. And I just kind of watched it because I was like, that's not going to be me tonight, boys. Like, the fucked up part about it is that they put him in there and then they locked the locker. So, like,
Oh, shit.
they left him in the locker for like 10 minutes. And I left after they shoved him in there because it's like, oh, fuck, they're not going to, like, lock the damn locker because that's fucked up. But I come back, I go to the bathroom, and I hear like yelling for help, and it was his locker combination. So I just got him to like tell me the locker combination, and, like let his ass out, and that was one. The other one, I was just drinking water, and this guy Steven, I still remember his big ass head. I was drinking water, and he just takes the back of my head and slams it into the fountain and goes, "Nerds can't drink water." And then I was like, that's a little fucked up. I'm sad now. And then
the water fountain here is? This isn't like, I'm not joking. I just
downstairs by the bathroom.
I get PTSD every time I drink at a water fountain.
That's so hard. Really?
Yeah. I can, like
drink at a water fountain?
No, you got it, Chief.
What's your therapy?
Yeah, I should probably go to therapy. But yeah, those are the few of my. There was a lot of girls who used to bully me.
Just told the story about someone else getting bullied.
I mean, there was one where like this girl Michaela, she was like rating people on a scale of 1 to 10. I didn't even ask to be rated. I was just sitting at the lunch table, and like she went like Steven, 8 out of 10. Darius, 7.5 out of 10. Jason, 3. And I was just like, yo.
That's not a 1.
Yeah, but it felt like it. I didn't even ask. I was just eating a sandwich. I was just chilling. I was thinking about what anime I was going to watch later on today. And she just goes, Jason, you're a 3. You're ugly as shit. And I was just like, come on, man. Come on, Chief. That's not, you ain't got to do all that.
Made you the man you are today.
Yep. Short and pathetic.
All right, Tony. I want you to cry. I want you to dive deep. Can't even tell this story.
Okay. Let's see. So
you're tall, man.
Huh?
How you gonna say you got bullied when you're
No, dude.
tall,
Okay.
right?
Don't just.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was a large kid, both vertically and horizontally. All right. At the age of like 7, like I was a pretty lanky kid, but then all of a sudden I just started like ballooning. I think I was using eating as some coping mechanism for Uncle Derek. And for some reason I was just eating a lot of food, and I just got really fat. I just got really thick. I was just like a thick old mama bear, and the two things, like people call me 2 names, and it was just like, I mean, they call me fat, but they also called me Mexican. Okay, I don't know why. Well, actually, I do know why. But the thing is, like, my school was so white. I mean, it was like 80% white, 20%, basically 20% Asian, and then like 1% everything else. All right, and so like Antonio Gomes was basically Antonio Gomez. So everyone thought I was Mexican. I didn't mind being called Mexican, but it was because they paired it with fat Mexican. And I was just like, come on, guys. And that was, people just call me names. That physical bullying shit, dude, that did not fly. I've seen 3 fights in all of my school, like of all my schooling history. And it was like, it was like 1 kick or 1 punch, like thrown. Yeah, it was like weak. It was like really soft, but it was this relational bullying. And I was also like people always call me really stupid. I was a really dumb kid. I was just this big jolly green dumbass going through elementary school. But then my boobs started getting big. I mean, I had some like C cups. All right, this girls started getting boobs in middle school, and I had still the biggest rack. I still had the biggest set of tits, and so I was called Big Titty Tony in middle school. And it's like people are like, oh yeah, bullying in high school, that shit's rough. No, dude, middle school was relentless.
Yeah, middle school is way fucking worse.
Middle school is a biatch.
Like, yeah, elementary school, fat Mexican. I'm not Mexican. Maybe I'm fat. But the Big Titty Tony shit. I mean, that was like, there's like little scenarios that like I can't remember off the top of my head, but that was the one that like. So I was like, how do I beat this? I hate being called Big Titty Tony. And then I remember I was watching. It was a movie with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And it was like him as a football player, and he had like this adopted daughter or something like that.
Was it Replacements?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
It was something like
the extra. No, the long yard. I can't remember. I know what you're talking
he had a daughter that did ballet, and it was all this shit. And it was like, but he did the titty dance. I was like, that's pretty cool. I wonder if I could do that. And I just looked down, and I just figured it out. And I was just like in the locker room when we were changing people with Big Titty Tony, and I'd look at them, I just look them dead in the eyes, and I just go, bah, 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 and they just wouldn't know what to do. And everyone just started fucking loving it. Like, I mean, they were probably at my expense, but I was laughing with them, so it was a good time. But then the girls would try and do it in front of me, and oh my god, for a middle schooler, this was like the best time of my life. All these girls would come up and they'd like push their tits together and be like, "Tell me you want to try," and I'd be like, keep trying, you almost got it. Oh, this was when Big Tony had like the upstairs. This was like
life really turned around for you.
Yeah, no. Once I figured out the peg pop, that was like the front of the line pass. Oh my god, I was at water.
You gotta thank Dwayne.
You gotta.
Yeah, I'm gonna. He helped me conquer bullying. I'm gonna write some like heartfelt letter about this. No, I would go to we were at Waterworld with my football team. This was like 8th grade after we graduated, but. I was just doing it to like everybody at water park. There was like a group of like frat guys that I started doing it to, and they're like freaking out. And then there was like these super hot girls that were like, I don't know, but I started doing it, and they all just started coming up to us like, "Oh, your friend's so funny! Oh my god!" It's just like, yeah, that's why they call me Big Titty Tony. And they just like, they fucking loved it. They ate that shit up. And then there was some crazy shit in high school, but that's another story. That's another story.
You found your calling.
Big Titty Tony.
It's now become a mantra. It's become a
mantra.
Big Titty Tony. Big Titty Tony. Big Titty Tony. Big Titty Tony. That's how I start my mosh pits. If I'm ever gonna start a mosh pit, and then I just go ape shit. You don't even recognize Antonio when he's Big Titty Tony.
breast bouncing everywhere.
They amplify the bass in the room.
Do you like crush anything in between there?
You know, I can get some good cleavage going.
Oh man,
I got some nice.
Those are like solid,
nice
beats.
hairy cleavage. So guys, and he who is watching, why don't you close your eyes and think about the first time you like looking at cleavage.
Show us your lips.
Think about looking at the first pair of cleavage that where you were like, whoa, and you just kept looking at it. Now imagine a just furious, just ingrowth of hair just sprouted out everywhere, and then just stayed there, and you just kept looking at it. That's what we have going on behind the microphone.
That's a pretty accurate description, honestly.
Yeah. Well, damn.
Yeah, that's the tail of Big Titty Tony.
I mean, should we even keep going with this bowling thing? I feel like we went down, and then we went up. Now we're on the up. Why are we going to bring it back down? I don't have like up, though. That's the thing.
Do you have a...
I don't have a higher than up.
Fuck.
Alright, whatever. So I don't know if I told this on the air already. I might have. I feel like I might have. Okay, anyway. So, elementary school. There was, for some reason, in the lunchroom, there was this guy who was like the lunchroom monitor, and his name was Mr. Hurt. Which you'll find out is a very appropriate name for this guy. So he had a microphone. He's like the lunch monitor, and he'd always be like cracking jokes and shit, and like all the kids loved him. So I was in aftercare as a kid, and we weren't supposed to walk through the cafeteria. There was a door on one side, a door on the other, and we weren't supposed to walk through. But one time, I was like, fuck it, and I was really fat, and I started walking through, and he's like, hey, fat boy, hey, fatso, like on the microphone, everyone could hear. And I was like, there's no way he's talking to me. And I just kept walking. He's like, hey, fatty. Hey, tubby. Hey, like every insult for a fat kid. And everyone was laughing. They were dying. And I was just, what's going on? And I walked all the way through. It was like a 30-second walk through the cafeteria. And then I got to the door. I pressed on the bar. And as soon as I pressed it to go outside, I was like, oh, shit. He's talking about me. And then he died of cancer a few years ago.
Fuck him. Fucking get fucked, Mr. Hurt. Bro, that man just got fucked.
Yeah, Mr. Hurt. His words really hurt. But, yeah, you know, whatever.
That's heinous. No,
yeah, that's pretty
wow.
bad.
Especially from an old person, too. That's just...
Yeah. Chris had to leave.
No, I'm just getting water.
Hey, skinny. Hey, string bean.
Hey, bird chest.
There were rough times. There were good times. But the good thing about being fat is that you can be really loud and obnoxious, and everyone assumes you're funny. Just 'cause
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
no,
the Jonah Hill
it's
effect.
very easy to be the goofball. The
Yeah.
goofball when you're.
Because I totally was that, and then I lost weight in like 7th grade. Like over one summer, I dropped like fucking 60 pounds,
Holy
and I
shit.
went from fat as hell to like mostly skinny. And then everyone's like, "Yeah, you're just not funny anymore." I was like, "Shit."
Do you see those fucking interviews where it's like Jonah Hill? Is
Yeah,
just,
we talked about this last.
Oh yeah, dude, that was some sad shit. That's,
Yeah.
luckily, you've been able to maintain your humorous posture.
Thank you.
I'm kidding. You fucking suck.
Yeah,
you
I know.
fucking suck. You
I
fucking
have
suck.
one viewer right now, man. I'm not a marketer, but I am a artiste. So Jason, do you wanna like finish the song today, or you just wanna give up on that? Because we're gonna have to record it from scratch, probably.
I'm fine with recording from scratch.
Alright, word.
Mm,
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Jason's working on an album right now, or something like that.
Mixtape.
Mixtape,
Yeah.
Xerxes.
Yeah, I have a lot of it written, but it's like I'll write something and then I'll like just like that doesn't really fit what I want, and then I'll delete it and then I'll rewrite something. It's a lot. It's like there's a lot that goes into it.
I just figured out the name for this episode.
What?
Titty time.
Yes. Yes. Fuck with it.
I was at a track banquet. Like I was giving like my senior speech for senior year of high school, and I told that story. And I got the whole crowd like in an uproar. I was just like, cause I don't know, track was like a big thing for me, and I was like all sentimental and shit because it was my senior year. And I was like reminiscing on old Big Titty Town and like how track just eliminated that. And I told that story, and people were like in tears. Like I mean, they were like, it was like a grand applause, like standing ovation after that Big Titty comedy story. I want to have some history. I gotta dig up some more stories.
Sure.
I can show some pictures of Big Titty Town.
Yeah, I'd love to. Beneath the thumb.
Yes. Please.
I
Yes.
totally will. Right now, the thumbnail is
Isn't it like Mike Tyson?
it's got Mike Tyson in it.
Various pictures of us all fat.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Yes.
Mike Tyson on
Yes.
coke.
Yeah.
Ice
I
cream.
love that picture.
I had to build an ice cream cone.
That is hilarious.
Like it was just like thin, tiny legs, and then just balloons outward. That's my mom. That's my sister.
Holy shit, that's you?
Yeah, that was. So. Yeah, this was an interesting time. You see, I live off of. For those of you who are familiar with Safeway, it's the best grocery store on the planet. And they have these chicken tenders that are fucking heavenly. And I would have like 3 meals of that a day. I'm questioning why my mom would feed me that. Mama, I love you, but I got a thicky boy.
Yeah, that was my issue too as a kid. I ate like shit. I don't know why my parents didn't be like, you have to eat kale and this and that. But I ate like Hot Pockets for breakfast every morning.
I used to make a hot pocket for lunch like every day.
It was like the highlight of my day. It was
Yeah.
my Hot Pocket. And I would always burn my mouth, but I didn't care. Because I got like a chunk of egg.
Getting blisters on your tongue when you're still stuffing your face because we're all so fat. We're just like trying to eat as much as we can. Blisters on your tongue, blisters on the roof of your mouth, like tears streaming down, like.
Well, I know we're on a roll, but I kind of want to wrap this up soon just because it's so nice out and I want to enjoy the weather before it's too
I like the sound of that.
So, we're at 50, we're at exactly 1 hour.
You dead ass?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, okay, so tune in next week. Hopefully, we're going to have a fucking Grand Slam episode. I don't think it'll be live, but what I want to do is I want to have the original cast of the original episode. Jeff, Jason, Marcus, and me with the camera. It's going to be fucking insane. It's going to be awful. We're going to feed Marcus fucking amphetamines. We're going to put PCP in his jewel pods. It's going to be fucking amazing. So tune in next week. You guys got anything to plug to our one viewer?
Yeah.
Oh, Tony, how's your book doing? I forgot to ask. I read it. Oh my god, I learned so much about you that I never knew.
My book. Yeah. So
I mean, I was in tears. Like, it's ruined now. I just cried all over that thing.
So my book. How to nuke Pearl Harbor without really trying. Oh wait, no. Sorry. That's my. How to start a world war without even trying.
It's going good though.
Yeah.
How are you going?
Well, he's dropping an album.
Yeah, it's called Hieroglyphs.
Nuke Pearl Harbor.
Oh, that's actually gonna be the first song on the mixtape. How did you know? Bro, I was just recording it before we started. How to do Pearl Harbor? 12 easy steps, bro. I guess, like Mick Jenkins says, drink more water, I guess.
Alright, Chris, anything burning at the back of your mind?
Like the phrase. Oh, fuck it.
Big old blunt.